Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all of my followers. Good morning to all of my fans. Good morning to all of my subscribers, right? And my viewers. And my viewers. I want to talk about this content. I want to talk about this video, right? I wanted this controversy of the Super Bowl of Bad Bunny to play out, right? He is Boricua. He is Puerto Rican, right? And I want to get into this. I seen all those that was basically talking about his halftime show, right? Oh, he should not be here. They should be here. These people should be here. They should be here. All of these theories and controversy, at the end of the day, in the beginning of the day, in the middle of the day, he was there for whatever reason. Whoever chose them, I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that. I'm getting into the simple fact is that a lot of disrespect came out towards Puerto Ricans, towards Puerto Rico, right? A lot of disrespect and being the descendant, right? And being, now I'm not going to use the word descendant, being of the bloodline of Puerto Rico and of Puerto Rican, I feel the need to talk about this. I'm going to come from a different ways. I'm going to come from a different understanding of Puerto Rico. First and foremost, Bad Bunny does not represent the whole entire Puerto Rico, right? He does not represent the whole entire of Puerto Ricans. Do he represent a portion of people that believe in him? Yes. Yes. People that love his music, love his performance and everything of Boricuas, right? And we're going to break down the civilizations of Puerto Rico. Some of it. I'm not going to get into all of it. But Puerto Rico gained their independence from the Spaniards back in Puerto Rico, which was called Berenque, in the 1800s, the late 1800s. They gained their independence, right? We're not going to get into the whole drawn out. I'm not going to get into the whole drawn out history. When Puerto Rico gained their independence, they was independence. While all of us over here able descendants, and yes, Puerto Ricans are able descendants. Yes, they are. I want to bring this up to the forefront to let people know Puerto Ricans is able descendants. Yes, they are. They are part of able descendants, right? They gained their independence. And being that they gained their independence, they came to the United States when so-called slavery and the rebellious are fighting against our oppressors and everything else was going down. It was going down. It was going down. The brutal murders and the killings and everything else was going down right over here with able descendants. It's an actually true fact. And see, some of these histories is not taught. Some of this correct information is not taught. They're not going to teach you what really went on and what happened, right? They're going to lie to you so that we can fight each other and murder, death, kill each other and send each other, right, to the afterlife. My grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, my grandfather's father, right, his name is Easton. I'm not going to give his last name. His name is Ethan, right? He fought in Puerto Rico since 1928 all the way to 1938. He fought in Puerto Rico. You can go check his name out. He's in the museum, the Boxing Museum in Puerto Rico. Fought for Puerto Rico. That's right. They live in St. Jerusalem. St. Jerusalem. St. Jerusalem and San Juan in Puerto Rico, right? So he's in the museum. This is my father's side. This is my father's father, right? That fought for Puerto Rico, that was knocking everybody out that came in Puerto Rico. He was knocking them straight out, knocking them out, right? My grandfather, which is his son, was raised there from the age of, if I'm not mistaken, from the age of 4 all the way to, I think, 14 or 17. So all he knew was Puerto Rico. All he knew was to what? To speak Spanish, right? Which is in my bloodline. He was raised there. Wasn't born there, was raised there. He was born in St. Thomas and raised in Puerto Rico. Yes, he was. Him and my uncle, which is his brother, they was raised there. So they got Puerto Rico running all through their blood. And we have ancestors there in Puerto Rico. That was in Puerto Rico. They was in Puerto Rico. They was. Right? So let's just give a little background. They came over here, I think, in the 40s. If I'm not mistaken, in the 40s. They came here, right, and settled in what we call Spanish Harlem, the El Barrio. My family on my father's side, they settled there. Some settled there in the east side, and some went to the west side in Harlem. This is an actually true fact, right? The reason why I'm saying that is because Puerto Rican played a great part in every war that able descendants, which we are the same, fought, that was enslaved, that was being killed and murdered and being backdoored by everybody. Puerto Ricans have stood up. It is the same. There's no difference. It's the same. Why I'm saying this is because of the disrespect that I'm seeing online that's being portrayed by those that had perpetuate this thing about Bad Bunny performance of the halftime. Yes, we see all the symbolism. We see everything. We see it, right? As able descendant, as those that is woken and those that have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? That's just to say stereotype that he represent Puerto Rico, so all Puerto Ricans act this way, and wherever else, that all Puerto Ricans act this way, which is biased, which is wrong for anyone to stereotype one particular group or a civilization or a tribe of people, right, that do things that's not normal. It's abnormal to place that on to everybody's civilization, which is wrong. And as people, we should not do that. And we should know better over here, right, in America, to be doing that, right, to say that all people, all indigenous descendants, meaning black people, are the same. They are thieves, they are robbers, and that they are everything else underneath the sun. They are trash. Or they are basura. They are basura, mierda, and everything else. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? To call people garbage and to call people doo-doo, right? And we've been seeing these stereotypes that have been going on for a long period of time. We are the same. There's no difference. Now, if you look at this, when Puerto Rico was free and independent, they didn't have to come over to help us fight. They didn't have to help us fight for what? For freedom and independence of being murdered and killed and everything else by those that was put upon us to kill us and murder us, to burn us and everything else. They didn't have to come over here for that. They didn't have to come over and fight, but they did. And we also knew that some of us fled to Puerto Rico. Fled to Puerto Rico. But this knowledge and information is not put out there. It's not put out there. Why it's not put out there? Because that would bridge the gap. And what that would do, that would bring us closer as able descendants. And people do not want that. People do not want that. They do not want that for you and I. Right? So, my grandmother on my father's side, which is his mother, is Portuguese. It's Portuguese. Right? Because her father fled Portugal because all of the Jewish people that was practicing with the Torah in Hebrew was being murdered and killed over there for practicing Jewish. They was Sephardic, right? I did stories about this. Right? So Puerto Rico's run all through my blood. A lot of my Sahabas, a lot of my people, right? A lot of my boys are Puerto Rican. And they know that to be true, that I'm Puerto Rican. Portion, right? It's running all through my blood. Running all through my DNA, running all through my blood, through my father, his father, and my great-great-grandfather that fought in Puerto Rico. Right? I wanted to differentiate because Bad Bunny, yes, he is Boricua, and he's from Puerto Rico, and he does not represent all of Boricua or of Puerto Rico, people. You understand what I'm saying? And not saying that he has bad character or nothing like that. I'm not going to say anything like that. But in every civilization, you have bad apples. You have people that go out and do their own thing. They do their own thing, right? They do their own thing. And we allow people to do that, right? To have their freedom. They can do whatever they want to do. That's their life. You cannot force anything upon somebody, right? Now, we see in the halftime show, right, in the Super Bowl, that there was a lot of promotion going on. There was a lot of advertisement going on there. It is up to you if you want to accept it or not, right? In every civilization, there's what? There's advertisement and there's everything else. There's negativity, there's stereotype, there's racism and everything else, right? So we have to get this clear and understand is that Puerto Rico and Puerto Ricans are here to stay. Boricuas are here to stay. And they contribute to this history that they call America. They contribute to us, which we are the same. There's no difference. And we have to stop this narrative, and we have to stop pointing the fingers at each other. We have to stop this, right? And you have to ask yourself, who's doing the promotion? Who is doing this so that we can fight against each other, right? I'm here to do what? To chop the head off. What? To chop the head off of this demonic, devil, demon, evil, twisted maniac, right? For trying to allow us to fight each other and call each other these offensive names, which we are the same. We are able descendants that is here in this land. We are in this land. And like I said, the Boricuas didn't have to come over here and to fight for what? To fight, to help us fight for freedom. To help us to fight for what? Everything else that's over here. They didn't have to do that. But they did. Because Puerto Rico gained their independence in the late 1800s. But they did. They didn't have to come over here and to fight and go through the struggle and pain that we was going through as a people, which we are the same. The difference is just the language. But the blood and everything else that runs in us runs in Boricua and Puerto Rico is the same. It is the same. There's no difference. And I want us to stop this. I want us to stop. We have to stop. You know, that performance, that was the performance, the promotion and everything else. You didn't have to look at it. You don't have to accept it. You don't even have to do it. But that's promotion and advertisement. That's all it is. You understand what I'm saying? His performance was good. He's a good artist. He is a good artist, very talented, very gifted. We missing that point, that he is very gifted and very talented. And that a lot of Boricuas are very talented and gifted. Because it is the same blood. It is the same line. It is no difference. And I want us to bridge the gap between this hatred and calling each other these offensive nicknames and every name that was passed down upon us against those that oppress us in Puerto Rico, in this land, and all around this country, and all around the world, right? I want us to understand that. And the individuals that did this oppress able descendants, they don't even know why they was doing it. But I broke it down to them. Why did they do it? Why did this sick, barbaric, devil demon mindset had Cain to kill Abel? It's because he don't want us to get back up. He don't want us to do what? He don't want us to serve. He don't want us to worship the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything that exists. He want to keep us dumb, deaf, and blind and calling each other basura, basura, mierda, garbage, and doo-doo. That's what he want, and that's how he look at us. But we are not. We are not. So I want you to understand that. I to understand that. Why? Because it's really, really important that we take this a narrative that's being put out amongst Puerto Ricans, amongst able descendants that is called the Uply God Right Ones, to be finished and put into basura, into the garbage, and give it back to those that procreated it for us to murder, death, kill each other, to try to start a fight amongst us. That's right, I'm here. I'm here. That's right. I can prove my lineage. I can prove who I am, right? And I stand on it because a portion of me runs with Boricua, Puerto Rico, right? From my father and my grandfather. And I want us to understand that. Yes. So this is me giving my option. We have to understand that Boricua, Puerto Ricans, played a major part of us are fighting right now, and they still are fighting. They still are fighting with us. Don't think they not. Don't think they not. This is letting you know. Stop painting a narrative of Puerto Ricans. You understand what I'm saying? Stop it. Because he does not represent all of Puerto Ricans, right? He doesn't. He doesn't. A lot of us is not jacking that way. A lot of us is not jacking that way, right? We stand on business, we stand on loyalty, we stand on respect, and we stand on truth and honesty. If you wrong, you wrong. If you right, you right. That's the school I come from. That's the school I come from. Whether you wrong or right, we stand for justice. That's an actually true fact. And I see the same. I don't see no difference. I see the same. And you should see the same too. So thank you so much for liking and sharing and viewing this dope content. I really appreciate that. Yeah. This is the year of the fist. This is the year of the fist, brothers and sisters, kings and queens. To let you know, do not let this year go out without the fist. Do not let this year go out without the fist. All right? Don't let it go out. So I want to let you know that I love you. All of us. That's considered basura and mierda, right? Trash and doo-doo. But we, other people, are trash and doo-doo. Anyone that talk this and try to get us to fight each other, murder, death, killers over this. We are The same. We are the same. That's right. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace.